Yeah, I'm skipping to Mortal Kombat 4. What? No, I don't think I'm ever coming back to it. Why would I? I mean, it's just Mortal Kombat 2 again, but this time the invasion is a woman. No, I'm sure the viewers will understand. I mean, like, who would care? I mean, am I ever going to come back to it? No, of course I'm not gonna come back to it. I mean, why would I? Who cares about Mortal Kombat? You're not skipping anything, review boy. Who the hell are you? Are you high? What? It's me, your channel manager. Looks like you've signed a chronological contract. So I'm afraid you're not going to be skipping any installments in this series. Now get to work! More characters, more. How did things get like this? Well, let's get started. We're diving in right away with the secrets of Mortal Kombat up until this point. By the time we would get the final version of Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, we now have Jade, Smoke, and Noob Saibot on the cast, who are all characters you could fight under certain conditions in Mortal Kombat 2. The game would claim these were undiscovered characters from the first game for some reason. What a weird cap. These secrets are due to the team's only programmer, Ed Boon, having a habit of sneaking these characters into the game last minute, without even his own staff knowing. Such is the case of Noob Saibot, being named after Ed's last name, as well as that of John Tobias, who was in charge of the art and story. I imagine these discussions going a bit like this. Ed, I can't keep writing this game if you keep doing this. I'm already having a hard time with all the characters we actually planned to be in the game. What the hell do I write about Noob Saibot? Don't worry about it. He's Shao Kahn's secret warrior. Yeah. Then why wouldn't he use him in the tournament itself? Don't worry about it. In addition to these characters, we now have Rain, who is a joke character who showed up in the Attract video of the arcade release. Ermac was a character that was rumored by gaming publications to be a secret in Mortal Kombat 2, based off some random stuff in the cabinet owner settings. Regardless, he is now a fully realized character. Well, fully realized is an overstatement of the highest degree. As you saw by the interaction earlier, Tobias didn't really care to write up much stuff for these characters. He just threw Smoke into the Lin Kuei and had Jade as well as Rain basically be copies of Katana, where they initially fight for Shao Kahn, realize he took over their home, and then become good guys. And let me just spoil something for you. None of these secret characters are ever going to have more significance than this. At most, Ed eventually has to come up for a reason for Noob Saibot to exist. Here, he just hints at Mortal Kombat 4. Oh, and let me finally say something about the beginning of all this nonsense. Reptile.
Enough. I can't watch idly by as you roast my precious green boy any longer. You put up talking about Reptile this whole entire time, and this is how you introduce him?
Well, no, you got me wrong.
You know what? Reptile is one of the most enduring characters in this entire franchise. Which characters were in Mortal Kombat 2, 3, 4,
Sonic.
Deadly Alliance, not Liu Kang.
Fine, please.
And also, you said in your last video that Reptile freeing his people from Shao Kahn is evil? I don't know what that says about you, or how you can sleep at night thinking that Reptile is not best boy.
SonicHaXD.
And actually, it's SonicHaXD.
Let me finish, please. I was just about to explain how Reptile is the best example of all these characters. The most loved of all of Mortal Kombat's secrets is Reptile. Because where Ermac is just one of Shao Kahn's goons here until his face turned much later, he doesn't even get his promised appearance in Mortal Kombat 4. Reptile, meanwhile, is immediately expanded upon. John Tobias clearly had immediate ideas on what to do with this lizard boy, presenting the idea of Reptile's people and his quest to find them. His transformations as a result of being apart from them. Heck, even in the one game he doesn't show up in this era, it's because he is the body of the final boss. Despite how next time won't exactly treat him right,
You are off!
Reptile will get my favorite design of his in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. He clearly earned a higher spot in the echelon of Mortal Kombat.
I suppose that's good enough for me to show mercy. For now. I'll be watching.
Let's get into the retcons. Now, where Mortal Kombat 2 just contradicted the first game in a couple of ways, Mortal Kombat 3 almost presents itself as sort of a soft reboot of the last game, and everything up to this point. Now, Mortal Kombat has been Earthrealm's means of defending itself from Shao Kahn for centuries. So, I guess the invasion didn't happen, and that the Shaolin tournament that Shang Tsung took over was always this ultimate battle to determine the realms. But you see, Shao Kahn orchestrated when his wife died that she would one day be reborn in Earthrealm, giving him the legal right to go there and get her, as well as take over at the same time, I guess. Why do we keep establishing there are rules, just to immediately have those rules disregarded? But the presentation here is nuts. Look at this picture. We also get a follow-up on Sub-Zero's technology lore from Mortal Kombat 2 to explain why these new robotic warriors have appeared. But other than that, there's not a ton of story, as we don't have a dedicated John Tobias comic for this game. I guess he was too busy coming up with backstories and designs for the many new characters. Ed, we need new characters. Why didn't we just get Dan to do all the characters from the last game? Ed! 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 Mortal Kombat Trilogy adds some details to the story with less pictures, basically. Wise men received visions of Shao Kahn being able to invade if... Oh, what the fuck? The Furies again? What the hell are the Furies? Well, they're negative and positive forces which keep our unstable universe from collapsing in and on itself. And thank you for coming to my seminar. But seeing that the Furies were so ill-defined in what nutrients were supposed to feed them, the Elders then appealed to the Elder Gods. Ah yes, the ones from the Mortal Kombat 2 comic mentioned as being displeased by the invasion there, but not really doing anything about it. They created Mortal Kombat, which is the tournament from MK1, but I guess became the tournament in Mortal Kombat 2 by proxy. Let me just cover all my feelings on the cast of Mortal Kombat at this point, as this is the last time we'll see the whole crew together for a while. Johnny Cage, the classic out-of-place movie star from Mortal Kombat 1, possibly the audience insert at one point or another. Unfortunately, the actor portraying his pixels didn't think he got paid enough for Mortal Kombat 2, so he did a promo in kayfabe for the opposite promotion. Naturally, they did the sensible thing and killed Cage's character off when MK3 initially released, possibly spreading around a video of his funeral out of spite?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mourn the death of Johnny Cage, killed at the hands of Kentaro during his second Mortal Kombat. He was only 29 years old, yet he fought. MK3, it's not over. Not even close.
But by the time MK Trilogy was released, they had recast him as someone else. And I have to say, they make him poochy as hell here. After his endings in the first two games were just him making movies based on his adventures, Johnny is now a reanimated corpse living on borrowed time. And with that time, he takes the fight straight to Shao Kahn in his ending. It'd really be an epic send-off for him if he wasn't going to show up in the next two games. Noob Saibot. They use him to set up for MK4 in Trilogy. I bet they had no clue what to do with him, because the original Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1 is also playable in his game. He's cool. His abilities are pretty broken and weird, though. Baraka, an outworld mutant recruited into Shao Kahn's army for his fighting skills. In his MK2 ending, he becomes king after killing Shao Kahn in a fit of rage, whereas in his Trilogy ending, he kills Shao Kahn and just kind of leaves. He's pretty cool! As far as someone designed to be a mook for the head honcho bad guy, Baraka definitely stands out with his silver fingernail teeth. Sonya is back after being missing during MK2. Jax got bionic implants at some point to be even stronger, though I doubt he really needed it. Suffice it to say, the characters served nearly the same focus, with their endings focusing on the government giving them clearance to run their own branch of the Special Forces. Raiden. We have two Raidens. The first is MK2 Raiden. So, because of Shao Kahn's completely fair, I have to go get my wife move, the Elder Gods will not assist Earthrealm at all, causing Raiden to have to become mortal and risk his vague position among the gods to head into Outworld alone. In his ending, he ends up leading the warriors he had assembled into combat, so he must have seen them along the way. The second Raiden we have is MK1 Raiden. Oh god!
I heard you talking shit about me. All mortals who oppose Raiden shall be crushed.
No, but actually this is retconned Raiden still, with the same ending as his MK2 counterpart. Tsung, my favorite character up to this point. He had a great aesthetic and gimmick as a boss, and he managed to keep his gimmick as a playable character. I like both of his younger looks fine, not sure why they settled on yellow as his color. The face paint in MK3 is pretty cool though, surprised it's never come back. Someone at Midway must have been a mark for the Ultimate Warrior.
Because this freaking nature right here is just beginning to swell. And when I get big enough, brother, there ain't gonna be room for anybody else but me and all the warriors floating through the veins.
The Have a Nice Day ending is gone too. We just get the description of Shao Kahn being betrayed by Shang Tsung and being taken over and blah 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 blah. Sindel is revealed to be the mother of Kitana from the previous game, who had died 10,000 years ago. So they're functionally immortal if they don't get killed? That's pretty crazy. I wonder what humans would think about that. Their endings, as well as Jade and Reign's, revolve around restoring their royalty, as well as their homeland of Edenia that Shao Kahn had conquered. After being absent in Mortal Kombat 3, Kano shows back up in this game, on the side of Shao Kahn, because he needs someone to teach his four-armed guys to start using AR-15s and stop fighting in semi-honorable martial arts battles. In his ending, he drops a nuke on Shao Kahn's army before defeating Shao Kahn and trying to take the souls that power him, only to be unable to control him and killed, indirectly saving the world. He deserves it. But I do like his redesign in this game with the red and black compared to the all-white outfit. Despite Scorpion's Mortal Kombat 2 ending promising he would be in Mortal Kombat 3, using his good name to hype up the title, Scorpion was initially left out, needing to be brought back for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, the first upgraded version of Mortal Kombat 3. Apparently after Mortal Kombat 2, he went straight back to hell for some reason, but Shao Kahn stealing the Earth's souls releases him. So, Shao Kahn immediately gives him a job in his army, only for Scorpion to see Sub-Zero on the good guy's side and remember he promised to protect him. So he kills Shao Kahn in his ending and everything goes back to normal? Were they not as sure they were putting him in Mortal Kombat 4 this time? Sub-Zero, in his haste to adopt technology into the Lin Kuei's ways in Mortal Kombat 2, allowed his ninjas to start transferring themselves and others into soulless machines, who immediately turn on him when he refuses to conform to peer pressure. As a result, he goes unmasked this time and looks nothing like he did in Mortal Kombat 2. In this ending, he again goes back to the shadows, just like last time. But Zero, that would forever be an anomaly after this game. Sorry, classic Sub-Zero, you're not coming back. Smoke was turned into a cyborg. Or was he? Because Human Smoke was added in later ports. Cyborg Smoke's ending has Sub-Zero help him regain his consciousness. Meanwhile, in Human Smoke's ending, I think he becomes Chameleon. As for the other robots, oh, sorry. I guess I mean cyborgs, but if they don't have human consciousness, aren't they just robots? Might as well just be robot. Anyway, Sektor volunteered to be roboticized, and with Cyrax it's not commented on. Cyrax is kind of treated like a joke here, where he goes looking for Sub-Zero and instead is captured and reprogrammed to kill Shao Kahn before malfunctioning in the desert forever. That's all the time we have for today though. You'll have to stay tuned next week for the finale of Mortal Kombat 3. I'd like to personally thank
I'll be watching.